The day I was released from prison, my brother came to pick me up, only to make me call off the engagement. The iron gates of Cobridge prison creaked open, spilling a thin blade of sunlight across the gray concrete. Inmate 847, Abigail Gibson, the guard called out. His tone was flat, routine. Your family's here to pick you up. Be good from now on. Don't come back. Family Abigail's lips curved into something that wasn't quite a smile. She accepted the small storage box from the guard, changed into the clothes she'd worn 3 years ago, a faded short-sleeved dress that hung loose around her frame, and walked through the gates without a word. The fabric scratched her skin, carrying the faint, musty smell of forgotten years. 3 years ago, the so-called Gibson family had appeared at the orphanage with a paternity test and tears of joy. Our long-lost daughter, they'd said, as if the whole world were watching. But once she arrived in Cobridge, Abigail realized what family meant to the Gibsons. It meant they already had a daughter, Daniela Gibson, the perfect child they'd raised like royalty to fill the void she was supposed to have filled. It meant they couldn't bear to let Daniela go, so they kept her. And Abigail, well, she became a convenient story for the press. Our eldest girl, sent away to recover from childhood illness. When Daniela's car hit a man on the highway, killing him instantly, the entire family turned to Abigail with venom in their eyes. If you hadn't begged us to attend your graduation, they snapped, we wouldn't have missed Danny's performance. She wouldn't have been upset, and that accident wouldn't have happened. You owe her, Abigail. By the time she realized what they meant, she was already in prison, framed, silenced, erased. So when the guard said, your family's here, Abigail could only laugh quietly. Outside the gates, a tall man leaned against a cream-colored car, the morning sun bouncing off his polished shoes. His tailored trench coat screamed wealth, the kind that looked allergic to dust. Stephen Gibson, her biological brother. The first person to hold her hand when she returned home, the same man who later pressed that same hand against a confession letter, forcing her fingerprint to seal her own fate. Let's go home, he said softly, reaching for her bag as if nothing had happened. Abigail stepped back. I can manage. Her tone was polite, almost distant. For a moment, Stephen froze. The sister he remembered had always been easy to please, smiling at scraps of affection, calling him Stevie, in a voice soft enough to melt him. But the woman standing before him now was made of something cold and sharp. He forced a sigh. Danny's been fragile since the accident. Her emotions are all over the place. We've been taking turns staying with her so she doesn't hurt herself. That's why we couldn't visit you. He said it like it was an apology. Then, almost as an afterthought, when you get back, don't stay in the main house. Take the room near the servants' quarters, just in case Danny sees you and, well, gets upset again. Abigail's laugh was dry and soundless. Daniela killed a man, and yet somehow she was still the one everyone tiptoed around. The murderer was the victim, the criminal.